We're gonna go around the exterior real fast on this 2018 Subaru Forester. This is a touring. It's in a nice white. So it's gonna have the LED lights around, and then it have fog lights and all the cool trim. It does have the like the cameras for adaptive cruise, the safety sense, lane keep, all that kind of stuff. It does have some brand new all seasons on the car. They are matching all the way around. Wheels have some curb rash, but nothing like too major. Not too bad for this old of a vehicle and being stock wheels. One thing I did know on these, you'll see like shiny, not shiny. So we got some oxidation on the trim portion, like the black portions, but not too bad. On the bumpers, not nothing terrible. A couple scrapes. We do have like a ding over here. This one, it looks like they tried to like touch it up. I don't know if they tried to buff it out or something. Like the paint's got a little blemish to it. It's a little whiter right there. On the front, got some scratches, real faint. And then some oxidation here on the top of the lights. But in front, the lenses are really clean. Normally that's what gets Subarus. And then I believe, yeah, right here, sorry I passed that. Got a ding here that was touched up. So again, like a lighter white. And then a little mark here. And then a mark in this fender right there. Just little dings, like car shopping, or shopping parking lot vandals is what we call them. So honestly, for the age, pretty good shape. Not too bad. You'll see like another like little blemish here. It's hard sometimes to capture with the white cars. We're gonna stop there and keep moving through this inspection. All right, we're gonna go through our engine bay. So a couple things to note. Oil change they did, so it's nice and fresh, looks good there. Belts and hoses all look really good. The chocker on the cap caught my eye because it does go down the fan all the way down there. So maybe they checked levels when it was hot. I don't see it on any of the seams down the front or along the bottom skid tray. Brake fluid is a bit dark. Normally that's just a sign of moisture over time. One of the most used fluids, but also neglected. I usually say every 3 years you should service that. Just did a job this weekend and it took almost 2 gallons of fluid. The two of the big brake jugs to get it to be clear again. So something to keep note of. On these cars, this little circular thing here, that is your thermostat or your CVT thermostat. Basically there's coolant going through there that goes through your transmission and keeps that cool. Those are known leaking points on these cars. Looks pretty good, nice and dry. That's what we like to see. And then coming from over here, these are your solenoids on the front. Those are also known. Basically they sit in front of the cams. There's little caps to read the positions and change for throttle position and how you're driving. Those are nice and dry. There is like some residue down the sides here, down the side here, a little bit on the spark plug here, but nothing like wet. Down below is dry, and I didn't smell any oil burn off when it was running because the manifold's right below these, so you definitely smell it. So real fast we'll do a startup. It is a warm startup, but I like to get a startup on our engine bays, so just give me a second. Alright, so these are the newer style engines. They're a lot better manufactured than the older style, I would say. That being said, they are direct injection, so the ticking, that's what you want to hear. That means your injectors are activating as normal. Now, if you had two people here, you could rev it up, and then once you let off, you'll hear them cut, so it idles back down, and then come right back on to keep it running. So that's normal. That's what you like to see. Overall, car drives really good. Didn't have any like issues. These aren't like super fast with the non-turbos. They're very good on economy, more efficient than anything. Definitely gets up to speed without any problem. Drives very smooth. All Alright, doing our undercarriage, we use this little mirror just to help kind of get that angle we need. I always start from the very front of the vehicle looking towards the back. Main reason I do this, it just shows if anything's hanging down, sagging or loose, been dragging or had any impacts. You can usually tell right away because it's not uniform. And then you can also tell if there's been leaks because it'll be nice like shiny wet. And I don't have any of that, so that's a good start. And then as far as under here, all the plastics and everything are still there, splash guard and everything, that's really good. So we'll keep moving to the corners here. This is your driver front lift point, and then your body. It's not really a frame, but it's the body, and then you have a subframe, right? And then up there, that's gonna be your transmission pan and oil pan ahead of that. Let's see if I can get it with the camera. This axle they have just replaced. So keep that in mind. That's a new axle there. Hopefully I got that on the camera. Looks good. And then on the rear here, looks good as well. Let's have a saddle style fuel tank, so it's just going from both sides. There's a little saddle for the driveline and exhaust to go through. Lift point looks really good. And then in the rear, not too bad, looks pretty good. So you do have like your body rails here, also look really good. Exhaust, all factory. Shocks are dry, so that's also good. Going down the passenger side now, so here's your rear lift point, in really good shape. Looking good there. And then off in the front, and that's gonna be your cat right there on the exhaust. And transmission. Lift point looks really good. So, not bad. This portion is going to be for your interior. So I'm going to start here at the steering wheel. A lot going on these days. So this does have adaptive cruise and the lane keep, as well as the alert if you cross the lines. These switches here do control this information screen. Heated steering wheel. If you see it, it's bright for a second, and it's very faintly on. It is on, and then it's bright for a second, and that's off. It does come on and off. The wheel is a bit chewed, and I mean the sun's getting it hot, but while I was driving around it seemed like it was getting hot. At least in my hands I could tell they were getting hot, but as you see, like, there is like just chunks out of this thing. So that's kind of a bummer, but it works and does everything it should. Current mileage when we did our test drive, 104,541. Right now it says all the doors are open because they are. This car does have automatic lights. I believe it has with the automatic high beams and stuff as well. And then there is the steering response headlights. So when you turn, the lights turn with you. You can turn that on and off. If you're a little bit short and can't reach the button, you can change your height on the tailgate blind spot, and then you can actually just open the tailgate if someone walks up and you just want to open it without getting out. This one does have memory seat options, so that's really cool. Auto front windows in the front, and then power obviously in the back. On here you do have your home screen. It does have navigation. It did track me correctly. Reverse, you're going to be looking at the sky right now because, like I said, all the doors are open. It does have the radar as well, so it yells at you. And then up here, this is how you control this screen here. Goes through all your information. You can set up maintenance reminders and stuff. This is going to be your broken vent up here. Auto climate, you have dual controls here. And then it does have X mode, shuts itself off at 25, but it kind of basically just makes everything a little more grunty and reduces your wheel slippage. Makes it kind of more do its all-wheel drive symmetrically thing. Heated seats, they worked. It's a hot day, but I could feel it. We're gonna pause here. I'm gonna get out and then look from the outside in. All right, so door cards on this are pretty good. It does have the Harman Kardon stereo, touring floor mats and stuff. Carpet's in really good shape as well. Seats are pretty good. They're a little hard. Some nicks here, and you can see where like it's got the stress marks, but no cracks. This does have some tears here, but not the seats. Coming to the back here, so door card, really good shape again. Seats are in good shape here. seat backs also nice and tight, and then more floor mats that match. It does have like a dressing on the leather right now. I opened this because it was a bit, you can see where it's saturated there. And then you can see, I'll go to that side actually and we'll talk about that one. Boom, passenger side, video magic. So door card, really good shape. This seat, it looks like there was maybe like a car seat here for a long time, or just something. Maybe this was folded down for a really long time. Maybe that's the buckle, hard to tell. Move over here. This is a manual seat, not power. Again, carpet's in good shape, nice floor mat. Glove box. This damper is not here. Oh, I did find it. I don't know why I couldn't feel that earlier. Easy enough. Let's just fix it real quick. Oh, it popped right back off. So, let's see. Maybe that's... Look at that. We fixed it on camera. So one less thing to worry about. Dash is in really good shape. No worries there. And then also this door card. So we'll stop here and keep moving through our inspection. Okay, so now we are doing our lift gate. So button here takes a few seconds to register, and then it starts doing its thing. So with, I don't know if the camera catches it, but it's a little bit jolty. Sometimes these dampers, which are supposed to help with the weight, will go bad. It's hard to tell because this beam here is like a motorized arm that moves up and down, and that's how it opens and closes these. And I try not to force those. They don't look bad, but they do look original. So getting back here, let's get to the nuts and bolts. You do have some switches that fold these down from the back so you don't have to walk up there. If the seats are too far back, your headrest will hit, so you might have to walk up there. Some holes in the trim here, that's kind of lame. Headliner, you can see there's some stains and just some marks. Probably loading tires or something like that. It's usually what happens in these little SUVs. No spare tire tools, jack, no net, no anything. We do have a spare tire though, and it's secure. These are full height, not full size. It's just for the all-wheel drive system. It's so you get there, but don't keep it on. You're usually supposed to put them on the rear of these cars. They don't like it on the front. And then I'm going to close this and kind of just show you. It's pretty slow going down too. And remember, this is where all the codes and everything were present in our computer scan. Lots of history, but they were there. And so on these sides, like in the door latch itself, sorry, my hand wasn't there. In this side edge, there's little rubber strips. Those are like pressure sensors, so you don't squish hands or anything. Some of those codes were related to that too. Stop here and keep going through your inspection. All right, so I'm recording this on the floor so I can get the glare off the best I can here. So we do have some faults you'll see along here. So here's all the modules that are currently listing faults. Okay, a lot of these are lost communication codes. We did have a couple, like the telematics, the data control module, that's an active code. I did know Subaru does have like an active issue that they are known about and have remedies for, so it might be worth looking into. The tailgate also had a bunch of codes. I noticed that it had like a pretty slow operation. It was pretty slow to respond. It kind of opened slowly. You'll see that in the trunk portion of your video as well. So just something to keep note of, all those codes that are there, and just make sure that it wasn't like they cleared it and it works for now and it could like get messed up or gummed up again. So just something to specify or have looked into a little bit deeper. I haven't had it mess up on me. I've opened it 3 or 4 times with the power function only, and I haven't had any issues yet, but like I said, it is a little slow for operation. Everything else though checks out, no issues. Transmission and all that stuff checks out good. That's what we like to see. No engine control or anything like that. And like I said, a lot of these are history codes from losing communication, and I did put in the notes that it does have a brand new battery. You can tell like the date and times are all incorrect and stuff too. So we're gonna pause here and go to our live monitor, or our data, our monitors. Okay, so these are gonna be all the monitors essentially, what your vehicle measures as you drive. We do about 10 miles or more just to make sure all these get cycled through. green checks all the way through. That's what we like to see. The gray circles, that just usually means it's not supported. Sometimes they use like your O2 heater will also check your heated catalyst system, like they'll have redundancies. Down here, I always like to make sure the VIN on the computer is also the same as the car I'm inspecting. They do match, so that's always a plus. As far as the data control module, it's not showing as a fault as you drive around. That's not going to be any kind of drivability. It's more or less your SOS. So this thing here, the blue and red buttons, right? It's that, and like if you had the app to remote start and stuff like that. So it's not going to be like an actual drivability issue with that data control module, but I do know that they can drain your battery. All right, we're gonna work on our conclusion here. I always try to make it look really alive so you can kind of see it all brought up active. So nice LEDs and everything, lights and everything work good. Now overall, this car drives really good. It does have all the safety features, the adaptive cruise, lane keep. The steering wheel will actually kind of help keep you centered. I don't personally like that, but it does it. This car looks like it was getting about 24 miles per gallon. If it's been sitting on a lot, that's not bad. Probably does better than that. I've seen some of these do up to like 30. So not the fastest car, gets up to speed really good. Transmission, these don't really like shift, like you don't feel shifts, but it went through like the gears as it's supposed to. No kind of like jerkiness or back and forth or kind of hesitations or anything like that. As far as notes on this car, liftgate had some codes. It is slow to work, keep an eye on that. Does have an active DCM, which is the data control module code. Subaru did have like a whole deal because they were on a 3G module or network when those modules first came out on these vehicles. That network has since been terminated, so some of these cars hunt for it. This having a brand new battery, the wrong date and time, I'm gonna assume it's probably being affected by that. Definitely something to look into. You can take your VIN or just call the local Subaru dealerships and see if it's something that's active. If not, they do have a bypass box that will stop that from happening. The other note, we have some marks here on the wheel. They did say they replaced this axle. If I peek you in here, you can see the brand new axle if this focuses. No, it's too bright out. But I did try to get it. It is very easy to see when you look down at the engine bay. It's brand new. So that's most likely associated with that repair. The brakes and everything are really good. I did notice a bit of a rotational sound at first, but it dissipated as I drove. Most likely from sitting. When you look at these rotors, you can tell they just had some moisture exposure. Like I said, tires are brand new. Overall body condition is really good. Some oxidation on top of the black components, the little trim pieces. And that's pretty much it. We're gonna stop our inspection and get it right to you.